Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. So first things first, we rested until like 4:30. I went back on to finish editing the audio. I had trouble getting some of the files to work, so I had to restart my computer, and I can use the files. I ended up completing 4 files, and I got off at like 6:41. Oh my god, editing the first 2 files, like Monday and Tuesday, it was like really hard to do, editing those specific audio files, because like I had a really hard time understanding what I was trying to say. Oh my god, I sounded really horrible. But yeah, I managed to make them like understandable enough. So yeah. So we went to sleep at like 6:40, I think it was. I woke up at 4 a.m. I got up at 5. I've been really lazy at getting out of bed recently. So I resumed working on the extras and finishing on the last 2 audio files. I finished the audio at like 5:30. I woke Monica up at 6. And then I was trying to put text on Fana's character design page, but I didn't have anything planned other than the first thing I wanted to say. But there's still lots of room, and I was like moving all the files around to see if I can make some more room for more text. I need to think of something else to say. I can actually finish that file, so I want to do it. So yeah. What else happened besides that? We ended up finishing Sword and Shield. It had such a it was cute that Hop was able to master the other Pokemon that you didn't master, but it did leave me feeling like, that's it? Are you kidding me? So yeah, I don't know, I kind of felt like the ending felt so like lackluster, and the player Hero Voltzy was like struggling to do something at the end of it. But yeah, so I ended up getting off at like 7:30. I worked on my video, I compressed it, and then as soon as it was done, I can't remember what time it was. I think it was like, I wanted to leave at 9 to go to Daiso, but she didn't want to leave yet, so like we ended up staying until like 9:30. I think we ended up leaving sometime around like 9:40, because like it took us a while to actually like look at all of our finances before going. So we went to Daiso. We didn't get anything. We did look around though. They had some new things, but nothing that made me feel like I really wanted it. After that, we went to Smart and Final and we got black and white cookies, because we said we would get them this year, but like she wasn't excited for them. And they didn't taste like how she remembered, like back when we used to live in Stanton. That's the first time we ever had them. And then we went to Walmart. We ended up getting chicken and more tortillas for Thanksgiving, and then we got home at like 12 noon. So I went back on, I uploaded the video. We ate lunch. We ended up watching Mangs play like the beginning of Shield, and like he had such a hard time with it, because like she knows that I like to watch Mangs for 3 Houses, because he's a Fire Emblem player, but like watching him try to do Pokemon was so like pathetic, because he didn't know what he was doing. The audience voted for him to play Grookey, and like he messed up, and he accidentally selected Scorbunny, and like everyone kept telling him to rename it Grookey. But the thing is, when you select Scorbunny, your rival selects Grookey, so like it was so dumb. Oh my god, I think it's hilarious. This is like my 3rd time watching someone play Sword and Shield, and like every single person I've seen so far has only selected Scorbunny. Oh my god, I think he wasn't intending to, but yeah. Okay, so while we're watching that and any like miscellaneous videos I had on my YouTube channel, I finally finished a lot of artwork that I had been like hoping to finish for like the longest time already. So like a lot of the stuff that I first started working on like back in like September and October, like the beginning of October, I finally finished. It makes me so mad. It took me like 2 fucking months to get time to do it. So we got off at like 2:30 and then we slept until 5. So like it's 5 right now. Monica's already back on, but like I need to go to the restroom. So this is what I need to do. There are 2 files. It's the wallpapers. I need to edit them. I haven't had a chance to, and I need to pass those off to her. Also, I have all these 4-panel comics I haven't even touched yet. So those are the next things. I think that in total there's like at least 3 of them. One of them is Marie's, so I'm hoping to get that one done first, so I can finish Marie's page. So Marie's page and Fauna's page are really close to being finished. So I'm expecting to finish those soon. I need to go to the file that I have for all the pages I need to do, and I need to select them as being the ones that are the most complete. Other than that, I have a bunch of files that I scanned recently, because like a while ago when I was waiting for Monica to get up, I finished a few of the extras I had saved. So that is the Marie gives Pasha something to eat, the second extra for chapter 70, and this one joke that I don't even know if it's gonna land. But like those 3 I need to like print out, and I need to include it with the one I haven't finished yet. I have like one that's just like, it's like red, and it's the draft and I haven't finished it. It's the one I didn't finish when we went to the village. So tomorrow we're going to Mainplace Mall. We're gonna take the Anaheim transportation center there, and we've been to Mainplace Mall using that. We're kind of debating if we also want to go to the Tezcatela Plaza, because like we can also get from there to there, because it has like the same bus stations in the area. So we want to try to do that. It's a really easy, like, you know, it's really easy to do it. We just need to like read all the signs and all the buses that are there, and we haven't really tried that, but like we're getting better at it. So I'm most likely going to do that. So this is what I'm hopefully going to see tomorrow at Mainplace Mall. Really want to check Mother's Market, even though lately they haven't been they haven't had enough that we wanted. I also wanted to see what they had for Barnes and Noble, because they haven't been there in a while too. Not since Amorage. I can't remember the last time we went. I think it was like, no, I actually really don't remember the last time we were at Barnes and Noble. And then at the mall, I want to see very specific places. Like I want to see if the anime store is still there. I don't really know. Last time we were there, it wasn't open, so I'm not sure if it's still there. If it's gone, then we're gonna have to find another place. But if it's still there, I want to see if they have Namazuo or Ryuji or Tomohisa. Because like if they have the 2 guys from whatchamacallit, the puppet show. What's the name of the puppet show? The puppet show that Good Smile was making the things for. Thunderbolt Fantasy. Why is it so hard for me to remember? Okay, yeah. So Thunderbolt Fantasy. They had if they had last time I checked, they had the main character from that. So if they had that, I want to see if they have the guys from Beat Project, and if they do, if they don't, then okay, because like at this point I don't have enough money to go buy Nendroids. I don't even know how much money we have right now. I have to go on later and check to see how much money we have, because like I can't like realistically imagine getting something like that. I don't know. I want to. Other than that, money comes in on, I think it was like either Friday. It was like either Thursday or Friday. I can't remember. I think it was like Thursday. Maybe it was Friday. I don't know. I think Thursday is Thanksgiving, and then Friday is when money comes in, because it comes in early. So I wanna make the last day of the year like count the most, because like we're still trying really hard to get to $300, and it's been really, really hard, especially because we have been having we've been buying things. I don't know if there's anything I want specifically for this week, because like I just found out I have a $50 gift card from Michael's, and I've been asking Monica, is there anything you want? Because like we wanted to get this one set of colored pencils, and this is our only chance to get $50 off of it. And as far as I can tell, I think that the product that she wants, it actually applies. So what she wants is like $100 and something. So like $50 off of that would probably like knock it down to like $60. I don't know though. Other than that, is there anything else I want? There is that one set of whatchamacallit, what is the name of it? It's Tombow. It was this one Tombow set that had pastels. I really wanted that, but like I don't know if I want to get it because like I haven't even been able to use the ones I currently have. I don't have time for it. I hope they can like. I had them. I bought them like last November, and I've barely been able to use them because I'm just so busy. Is there anything else I can possibly say? No, I can't think of anything else to say. I need to go on right now, but actually I need to go review the restroom first. So I'm gonna go to the restroom. All right, then that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on. I passed files to Monica. Specifically, it was the wallpaper files. And then I printed out a bunch of shit I needed to work on. I finished the script for chapter 86, but I didn't get the whole thing to fit. I ended up cutting it off early when Flora was going to take charge. It made me so upset because like the joke that I was trying to set up for didn't fit in it, so I have to like recontextualize it for the next chapter. But like this way the joke technically lands, because instead of the joke being the end of the episode, it ended up being the beginning of the episode. So I need to do the entire conversation between Philippe and Pasha. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do that. I'm thinking about skipping it and going straight to the conversation between Fauna and Flora instead. But at the same time, I still need that thing done. Okay, so I got off at like 7:30, and then we went to sleep. I woke up at like 3:40, but I didn't get up until like 5:40. I'm not sure if I got enough sleep, honestly, because like when I tried to calculate how long I was asleep, it seemed like I wasn't asleep for that long. So yeah, because like the moment I went to bed, I was like trying really hard to like fall asleep, and it took me like a couple of hours to do it. So yeah, I got back on at like 5:40. I worked on the extras. Monica got up on her own. We ate breakfast, and then we watched a bit of YouTube, and then we left for Mainplace Mall at 7:30. It took like over an hour to get there. I don't remember what point. I think it was that when we were actually on Main Street, we had to wait a really long time for them to send another bus to get us, because the bus that we were supposed to get literally left the moment that we arrived. I hate it when that happens. So yeah, the first place we went to was Barnes and Noble. It was like right when it opened up at 9 o'clock. So Monica went to the restroom. We looked around for a long time. I looked at more than she did. She spent most of the entire trip on one location, and like by like between 10 and 11, I wanted to eat. So we left early. I told her we can come back and finish looking at Barnes and Noble, but she was tired by the end of the day, so we never ended up doing that. So we ended up hitting Subway. We got lunch. We walked the Subway all the way to the food court. We ate, and then we browsed anything that was new. So the calendar store that we thought was going out of business is still there. We looked at some of the stuff in there too. We realized they had a what's it called, box lunch or lunch box. It's basically a fandom store. We looked at that for a little bit. We also went to the Amymone. So they did not have Namazo, and it frustrated me because they had like a lot of different characters, but they didn't have Namazo, and I was just like, if they had Namazo, chances are he probably was sold. But at the same time, their Ninjoys are not like flying off the shelves. So like I looked at everything to make sure that he wasn't there. It made me so angry. in the meanwhile. So we also look at Tokyo Lifestyle. They actually had a figure for Rika from SAO, and I'm not really a big fan of SAO, but I definitely like Rika. She's like the only character I like from that stupid series. But like the even though that she has very few figurines, I didn't really like the pose of this figure. I'm gonna see if I can find it again online and see if anyone has any better photos of it, because like the actual box art didn't look complimentary. Okay, so um, we ended up getting home sometime around like 1 a.m. It took a while to get home. Um, the first thing we did was sleep, and we woke up at like 3. Ate dinner, watched a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and I colored until like 4:30. So I'm recording now. This is what I need to do. The script is not done yet. I need to do that. While I was all the work that I brought with me to the event, all the work that I brought with me onto the bus, I only managed to complete 2 pages, and I have a page that I haven't finished. So out of all the extras I need to do, I only have like 2, and it's more like 1.5 because one is partially finished. So I guess I can bring it with me to the tenant meeting on Wednesday. I don't know. It really just depends on how much I get done tomorrow on Tuesday. So I need to do the storyboard is definitely the storyboard is definitely one of the most important things. I want to get, as soon as I'm done with the 4-panel comics I'm currently working on, I want to line art at least like 3 more and then do those. I need to print out the ones that I scanned. So I just want to get as much done as I possibly can in this one entire week. So it's mostly just random artwork. So I feel like I'm good so far. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Not that I can think of. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday. I would go back to Monday, but like there wasn't anything else that I did after I recorded. I ended up writing a little bit, and then we most of all just went to sleep. So I think I slept between like, oh, what time was it? It was like sometime between like 5. But I remember getting up somewhere about like 5:30 the next day. I ended up coloring, and I got Monica out of bed at like 6. She didn't want to get up until like 6:30. So we ate breakfast, and then we got off at 7 and took a shower. One moment I got out of the shower, I ended up brainstorming the entire situation between Fauna and Flora's chapter. I really needed to do Philippe and Pasha's, but I didn't. And then we rested for a little bit, and I got up at like 8:40. I did the storyboard, and it made me so angry that one of the sentences in the storyboard wasn't even like, it was a note to me, and I should have deleted it. So I could have included a little bit more into it, which makes me very mad. So like I did stop it where it was, and it's gonna be like a really light chapter. I don't want to say it's gonna be easy, but it's gonna be easier than other chapters. So yeah, I went back on at like, oh, I think it was like 9:30, and I printed out the entire chapter, so I can start sketching it at some point, but not right now. Monica got up shortly after. She made lunch. We ate lunch, and then we got off sometime around 11. We walked around for 30 minutes, and then we realized that right when we were going to go and rest, that we were supposed to go to Northgate and get water. So we ended up going to Northgate sometime between like, it was almost 12, and like we got back at like almost 1. So at the moment when I got back, I slept until like 2:30, so now it's 2:30. So this is what I need to do. I need to finish the 3 extras that I've been working on. I'm almost done with them. and as soon as I get them done, I can do another 3 extras. I should have done 3 extras earlier, but like I didn't. So I have 2 more I printed out earlier, so I can work on that. I just been so like I don't want to do anything, and I'm like I can't figure out how to get out of that mode of like I don't want to do anything. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, is there anything else that I need to do besides those the 3 4-panel comics I'm coloring? Tomorrow is Wednesday, so I figure if I don't have anything done, I can use the tenant meeting to finish anything I'm not done with. There was one more. I'm not sure if I did it. It was the comic of Murray and Pasha. I don't know if I finished that. If I finished that, I should print it, but I don't remember if I did already. Let me see. No, I don't see it anywhere here. Okay, I guess I didn't do it then, because like it was almost done. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Oh, is there anything else that's on my mind? Not that I can think of. This week is going by like really quickly. Okay, so the weather says tomorrow is going to be really, really cold. It's going to be the coldest day of the week, and it's going to be rain. So that's the one reason why we didn't want to go and get the water tomorrow, because it's going to be really rainy. I don't know. I'm feeling tired and exhausted right now. I'm not sure if I want to go back on. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, that's as much as I could think of already then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Wednesday, but I have to go back to Tuesday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on. I completed one of the extras 4-panel comic thingies, and I got off somewhere around like I think it was like 4:30. I don't really remember. So we ended up going to sleep. I woke up sometime around 11, but like I didn't get up, and the only time that we both got up was at 1:30 to fix the bedding, because like it was all tangled up in a weird way. So that was basically it. So the next time when we woke up again, it was like 6:30. I got up, Monica got up at like 6:50. We ate breakfast, we watched a bit of YouTube, and then I got off at like 7:50, walked around for 30 minutes, rested until 1, line arted a couple of 4-panel comics, but only one of them was ready to be scanned. I went back on sometime around like 10. I completed any extras that I haven't finished yet. And then Monica got up shortly after and made lunch at 11. After that, we got off at 12. We went for another 30-minute walk. And then Monica decided to go back on at 1 to color in the thing I gave her, the extra that I had finished. So then I went back to the room and I did nothing but line arting, and I only managed to complete like 2 things. So I went back on at 2 to scan and set them up for her. I haven't given them to her yet. She needs to do the things that she's currently doing. So yeah, I wasn't on for very long. I got off at like 2:40. We rested until the tenant meeting, only to find out that it was last week. And like we were both so annoyed when we realized that. It's like, oh my god. So I'm trying to remember what we were doing last. I think last Wednesday we had just gotten back from the village. So I think that's what we were doing, but like I wasn't really in my right mind then. So like it wasn't a good time for me. And when we got back, we looked at the schedule to find out that tomorrow, as in the next meeting next month for December, is also very early. So it seems that they don't have, or they refuse to have tenant meetings corresponding with holidays. So I guess that's why it's happening. That's annoying. Oh my god. Okay, so that's a thing. So it's 4:00 right now. I'm recording audio. This is what I need to do. I'm currently shading Fauna and Fuyar's wallpapers. That's all I'm doing right now. I do have Byron's one of Byron's extras I need to do, and I haven't done that yet. I also have a few extras that I'm curious about finishing that I haven't touched yet. So I think I should go back on and print those out. At the moment, I don't really feel like it. I'm just really tired right now. So I guess we're gonna go to sleep for like a few minutes and then come back on a little while later. Right now we're making tea. Is there anything else? Tomorrow is the 20. Oh, I think it's the 28th, I believe. So it should be Thanksgiving if I remember correctly. I'm not really sure if it is that. I don't really remember. All I know is that money comes in on the 29th, and we got a lot of stuff we need to buy. So hopefully things will work out. I'm not really sure. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I need to proofread the next chapter. I also need to make the extra declaring that we're going to have a 5-week break between volume 6 and volume 7. And I haven't made it yet. So if I don't make it tonight or within the next like few days, I'm going to have to make it like the day before. So I need to do that soon. Is there anything else that's on my mind? The only extra I ended up finishing today was Marie's profile. I've been maneuvering around all the assets for Fauna's, so I need to think of what to say for that so I can, mark that as finished. I also need to, if I can finish proofreading through the extras, I can do Fuyar and Philippe's extra, because that's the last one I have to do right now. So I need to think of what I want to say for that. Other than that, if I can get that done, then I would have all the extras for chapter 61 done, which would be really nice. And I would love to have all that done before chapter 61 is scheduled, because that would be nice to have that on my tapis explaining when it's going to come back. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. I'm just going to get as much as I can done within the latter half of this week. So from Thursday to Saturday for all of next week, and then the last 3 days after that. So I have at least like 2 weeks minus 1 day, and that's it. So I need to do my absolute best to get as much done. Haven't worked on the scripts. I need to do that. I haven't the thought of what to do with Pasha and Philippe. They're really important, but I need to extract the audio I did for Flora and Fauna and just type that out. So if it's anything I'm probably going to do aside from the wallpapers, is that also, because that's also very important. I need to get all of those scripts printed out before I need to do them. It's so annoying, and it upsets me that I really need to know what's going to happen in Philippe and Pasha's chapter, and I haven't thought of it, and it's not good. So I think that the last I'm probably going to be working on that is between Friday and Saturday, because that's generally when we usually do another shower, and it gives me a while to brainstorm. If I get an extra time to brainstorm, I'll do it then. Other than that, I really need to know what's going to happen with Pasha and Philippe in order to go forward from this point. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday, but I have to go back to Wednesday really quick. So after recorded audio, we went to bed, and then I think we woke up sometime around 10:30 or maybe a little bit earlier than that, because I realized I forgot to proofread the next chapter, so I had to go do that. And we went on. I started coloring in Fauna and Fuyar's wallpapers for Smack Jeeves. I got really close to finishing Fouillard, but like that's virtually all I got done last night. We got off around midnight, and the next day I woke up at 6:20. I don't know what time Monica got up. She got up like shortly after I did, and then she made breakfast. We watched YouTube. We split up at like 7:42. I finished Fouillard's wallpaper. And then I got off at 9. I rested until like 10:20, and I worked on just the extras. Monica ended up sleeping for a while, so like I line out a bunch of things, but I only got one thing done. And then I listened through the recordings I did for Fauna and Flora's battle, and I wrote everything down, but it's missing the exact like impact that I had when I was trying to figure out what to do with it. So I'm thinking about either like listening to it again, or taking off the file off of the phone so I can listen to it on the computer normally. I'm trying to decide. All I know is that I have the bullet points, so the whole entire bullet points section is completely like typed out. I went back on at 11. I got Monica out of bed at 11 so she could make lunch, and then we turned on the heater and it was on for an hour, and it definitely made the place a lot warmer because it was like freakishly cold in here. So I finished Fauna's wallpaper. I followed the directions on Fouillard's wallpaper to a T. I don't know if I like it. When I look at it, I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I feel like I could do something to make it like a little bit better. But I'm just, at this point, I don't want to like try to figure it out. Other than that, so I'm just going to leave it as is because I don't want to think about it. I just want to get it over with. So aside from Fauna's wallpaper, we ended up eating lunch. We watched a bunch of YouTube. I got off at 12:33. We walked around for 30 minutes. And then I worked on my schedule for next year. I need to print out another 2020 calendar for the back, and because like I already started marking it down, assuming that I was gonna get to volume 7 in 3 weeks, and I've decided to change that. So I'm thinking about printing out another one, but I have to find one first. I didn't do that. So Monica finished coloring in the 2 files I gave her recently. I gave her one more file, so she has that to do. So I'm going to color in what she's giving me as soon as that one is done, because like I want to keep doing them like 3 at a time. I'm not really sure if that's helpful though. I went back on at 2:30 and I started typing out everything for Fauna and Flora's battle, but I'm having a hard time organizing Fauna's thoughts. I need to do that separately. I'm mostly just focusing on Flora because Flora is being the reasonable one and she's making sense. And I feel like it's easy for me to think of what Flora has to say because Fauna's losing her mind. So I have to be very like particular about her feelings because like she knows what she just been through the entire story doing. She is just trying so hard to get through to Clotilda and Byron, and by the time that this part of the story has happened, it's like everything that she went through with them was for nothing, and that's an important part of her story. So yeah, I need to focus on just doing that separately and then filling it in as much as I can think of, because like I don't really want Fauna to lead in with her problem. I want her to just basically get down to it to a point, but I need to focus on doing Flora's part and then how it ends, and then focus on the Fauna part, and then inserting it into, I think it's gonna go into chapter, it really depends, because like I could have them for a moment, because like I have 2 choices. I have a moment where I can go back to them after the battle with LaBelle and Ivy and Warren, or I could cut in the middle of the battle between LaBelle and Ivy and Warren and make it about that. I don't know. It really depends. It really just depends. I don't know at the moment, but I think it makes more sense to just go back. I think it's like a chapter 89. I think it's that one, and then 90. So like I'm so mad because I was hoping to get out of this by 95, and it really looks like it's gonna be done by 100, which makes me so upset because that means I only have 10 chapters to end the story, and I need a little bit more for everyone's arcs to be concluded. So like it makes me so upset. I know what I have to say though. I know exactly what needs to be said. It just makes me angry that I don't have the space for it. So I'm hoping that by chapter 95, I'm hoping that Fweer and Pasha will have at least talked to each other by then, and then Fweer would leave. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know if it's going to happen like that. I don't know if anything else extra is going to come in because like after Fauna and Flora argue with each other, they get into a brawl, and then Felipe and Pasha stop them. And once that happens, then it's the unwinding portion of that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm finally to that scene. Oh my God, that scene is an important part of the finale. I'm just like, fucking shit. So like, it better not take me 3 chapters to get through that, because if it does, I'm gonna get so mad. I only planned on 2 chapters because like at the second half Warren ends up crashing it. So I don't know. I hope it works out though. I really hope it works out. Okay, so by 95 I'm hoping that Fweer leaves, and then everything after that is just about the battle between Philippe, LaBelle, Loris, and Agnes, and I think that's virtually it. And then the once Fweer concludes that, then it's the last battle happens, and I'm assuming that by 100 we'll know how that concludes. I don't know. Other than that, is there anything else that's on my mind? So I got off at 3:40, so it should be almost 4 by now. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to changing my journals because like the current day, today and tomorrow is the last entry for this journal, and like I hate this journal so much. I hate this journal so much. Oh my God, it was such a horrible journal, and I'm not done filling it out, but I'm fucking sick of it. And it's just like I was using it for notes, but like I came to a point where I didn't catch up any of my notes, and I don't care anymore. I mean, I could keep trying to fill up my notes. I just don't care anymore. I want to be in the new journal. But yeah, like I said, I was using it for my notes for a little while, and I was using the excess pages I had to take down notes, and I never made it past like the middle of the book, and I got tired of it. So like I think it's like early October or early November. I can't remember, one of the 2 months, and I just didn't continue with that. I just didn't care. So I was thinking about removing the pages, but then like that would make the entire book really, really skinny. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm thinking about just leaving it, but just putting it in the closet as a journal I finished. This is an awful journal. Oh my God. So I'm excited about switching to my next journal, which is another one of those journals I got from Michael's, so that's going to be exciting. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Okay, so I have 2 things that are important I want to do by the end of this week. I need to make the 5-week schedule announcement for chapter 60, and then I need to also schedule chapter 61. It's almost done. I just need to actually like work on it, and I haven't. So what I'm thinking about is at some point proofreading through chapter 61, and then what's it called? Doing the text for Fauna's extra, and then doing the text for Felipe and Fouillard, which I feel like that would be the easier one to do, because like if I proofread chapter 61. That should be the easiest thing. It's like the first time I actually got the first extra done so easily. Okay, so I still have like 3 extras that I need to do for 4-panel comics, and I don't know what chapters those are for right now. I don't know if I'm going to be filling in 4-panel comics for like random chapters. So this is what's going to happen. Money comes in tomorrow. I already checked the account. It's already processing. I already started recording our accounts for December. We have to go shopping tomorrow. According to the weather, it's not supposed to rain. I'm hoping, because like it was raining for the last 2 days, and it sucked. It still sucks. So we're gonna go and we're gonna get groceries, and we're also gonna get Monica shampoo. We also have a couple of coupons for that. I need to pull them out because like I took them with me in case we were gonna go to a CVS at random, and we ended up not going to a CVS. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So after I recorded audio, we decided to go to bed, and we made a schedule to get up at 8, but we didn't. So by the time I got out of bed, I think it was like 6:20 the next day. Monica got up at 6:30, and then I worked on the Flora versus Fauna script. I didn't get very far until breakfast time. I got off at 8, and we left for the bank, CVS and Vaughn's. We wasted like $50 trying to make enough money to use all of our CVS coupons, and they just didn't get enough. I think at most we got like $12 off. It wasn't worth it. It really wasn't worth it. But we got a chance to try a few things. They had a couple of granola bars that we wanted to try. So far it's like it's not something that I'm like excited to have. But yeah, we ended up going to Vaughn's. We got like $90 worth of food, and then we went back home. We got home at like I think it was like 10:30. So we ate lunch, we watched YouTube, and then we left for Target, Northgate, and Albertsons. At Target we got my shampoos. We also got the paper towels, and then we tried to get these drawstring bags for the kitchen garbage from Northgate, but they didn't have it. So we went straight to Albertsons, and we got the remainder of whatever we couldn't get from Vaughn's, because like Vaughn's and Albertsons are owned by the same company, I think Safeway, and like they carry a lot of the same products. So we had to go there to get anything at the other store I didn't have. We tried to find the bags there. I think we got them there. We also got some Ajax for the kitchen. So yeah, that was like the 2 things that we got. And then we got back at like 12:40. So I asked Monica if she wanted to take a shower. She wanted to rest for 2 hours. So we rested for 1 hour, and then she spent like an hour like writing. So we ended up taking a shower sometime around like 2:40. So the first thing she did was she cut my hair, because like the last time she cut my hair was during Eurovision, so it was May. So it's been at least 6 months, and like I expect her to cut my hair again next May. This is a first for me. I let my hair grow out for the entire year, but like I'm kind of tired of maintaining long hair. So the very last time that I had a year's worth of hair, I saved it. She didn't bother saving this inch of hair that I grew out for the last like 6 months. So this is the last audio file. I need to unload the phone. I need to edit the audio. Aside from that, I want to continue working on the script, but I know I can't do text while I'm doing the audio, so I might as well just start working on the extras that are ready. I think if I'm not gonna do the 4-panel comics, I think I should at least do the Byron's original version. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the colors Monica chose, but I'm thinking about just dealing with it. The difference between old Byron and new Byron is that old Byron doesn't have scars everywhere. which I kind of feel like is a missed opportunity. It's something I added recently because I was using Hetalia Ladonia as I think it was Ladonia, wasn't it? Was it Ladonia? I think it was Ladonia. I was using him as a inspiration for Byron. I also used Kugel Moogle as inspiration for Clotilda a little bit, not a lot. You can kind of, if you compare the two of them, you can kind of see it, but it's not like 100% there. I'm on the fence about how I feel about working on this Byron. I'm like, I wish it would be cooler, but like it's a little amended. I added fur in places he didn't originally have fur. Like I added like a fur finish to his collar for his vest and his arm guards and his boots. The character originally never had that. In fact, I don't even remember giving the character like arm guards. I think he probably had like what's it called? Like you know, wrist wristbands or something like that at most. I'm not sure. Is there anything else that's on my mind? The month ends tomorrow. My journal ends today. I'm so excited. I was just filling out my new journal with everything. I kind of want to like, paste things into this journal, but I'm not really sure at the moment like what I want to paste into it because like I have a lot of space. I also don't have a lot of things I can cut out and glue in at the moment. And I don't know if I want to go to the internet and print out specific things that I like. Because like that would be cool, but at the same time I'm not sure because like sometimes this journal gets into danger and it gets dirty. And I'm a little worried about having something that's, that could easily be like wet and like, ruined or something. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I'm getting kind of bored with the music on this phone. I'm figuring that now that it's been a while and I have to unload the phone, I'm thinking about putting back certain songs that I missed because I took a bunch of songs off that I wasn't listening to, and this phone became like really boring. And I'm thinking about finally getting rid of songs that I haven't listened to in a long time. Like I have a version of This Is What You Came Here For, and like I don't listen to it as much. So I'm thinking about getting rid of that and putting back the stuff that I miss. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Nothing's coming to mind at the moment. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go back on now. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.